Right out of undergraduate school, I started working with at-risk youth through case management. It was so obvious that inconsistency in care was such a big problem for these children really healing and growing and finding stability in their life. One of the only systems that was consistent for them was education. So I wanted to become a part of the thing that was consistent in their lives, the consistent structure that they had, and that led me into education. At the time, I was a reading teacher for 11th grade students, and my husband was a paramedic at the fire department. We had just had my daughter, and we learned very quickly that daycare on our salaries was just not doable. So we made the hard decision for me to stay home. It was like, I think 2 or 3 weeks outside of leaving my teaching career that I found this position here at LibraryPass. During my time as a reading teacher, I was introduced to comics and manga by my students. I had these students that were labeled struggling readers that were so excited to open up and read these books. It was amazing. And so when I left teaching and I learned about LibraryPass and what they were doing with Comics Plus and how they were working with schools and libraries and the access model and the format, I just knew how powerful it could be. So when I started, I was part-time, about 10 hours a week. We had 200 customers that we were managing out of an Excel spreadsheet. Since then, our school partnership has really exploded, and our partnership in public libraries has really exploded. And our customers are doing amazing programming, and they're integrating us into their curriculum and using us in their classrooms and doing citywide reads. And they're so much fun to watch the creative ways in which we're being used. So I really think we've just scratched the surface. I think we've got a long way to go. Simply put, LibraryPass doesn't exist without libraries and schools. Our access model is built around equitable access to digital content, and that is accessed through libraries and schools. Our customers, our libraries, are the heartbeat of our company, and so without them, we just don't exist. My favorite thing is that our leadership is really focused on the customer, and the customer is at the center of everything we do, from product improvements to pricing to all of the decisions that we make, and that puts my team and I at the center of everything we do. Being a part of that is incredible. I'm really optimistic. I'm hopeful that aggregators and publishers will increasingly recognize the value that libraries and the communities that they serve hold, and that while we're one of the first, that we're not the last, and that a lot of aggregators and publishers will join us in supporting libraries and schools and accessing content this way.